that point, the four highest ranked teams available were Michigan, UCF, Florida, and LSU. And at that point, they looked at me and they said, "Scott, could you leave the room?" And so I did. And fortunately, I had food waiting on the outside, so I went. And 10 minutes later, they brought me back in, and I looked on the wall where they have the screen and they have the matchups, and that's when I found out what happened. And there's some conspiracy theorists out there that like to imagine how things work. That is pure fantasy. I sat for 5 straight weeks right next to Gene Smith from Ohio State on my right. 2 seats over to my left was Joe Castiglione from Oklahoma. Never once in 5 weeks of hanging out in Dallas, having meals together, sitting in committee meetings with them, did those 2 guys ever say anything to me about their team relative to the rankings. Not one time, nor did I ever bring up anything related to the Gators in the rankings. And so, and the same can be said for the placement in the bowl site. So there's a real respect for the process and the integrity that goes into it. The fact of the matter is, those guys are pros, and they're the best at what they do, and I try to emulate those guys. They're models of mine, and in the same way, I want to make sure that we're handling it the right way.